Frampton vs Fenech, Sydney Entertainment Centre, Sydney, New South Wales. Simulated in title bout, recreated in undisputed. Jeff Fenech, already sitting near the top of the super bantamweight, 119 to 122 pound ladder, puts his unbeaten run and his momentum on the table against Carl Frampton. The belt situation in this class is a vacuum waiting to be filled. A win here guarantees a shot at the WBC World Belt. Fenech is 7-0, 6 knockouts. He's already proven he can end nights early, and his numbers read like a guy who wins by turning pressure into inevitability. Across 42 rounds, he's averaging about 25 landed per round, while opponents are stuck down around 16. Frampton's the opposite problem. His ratings and tendencies say he's more likely to make the fight irritating, step into the lane, touch you first, and then disappear before you can answer clean. He's not coming in as the headline puncher, but he is the guy who can make a heavy favorite look like he's swinging at shadows for 3 minutes at a time. If Frampton can keep Fenech's feet from getting set, that 25-a-round pace starts to look like effort without efficiency, and then you're suddenly in a fight where timing. Round 1. Carl Frampton starts the fight trying to keep it tidy, step in jab, touch, and reset. Jeff Fenech immediately shrinks the ring and forces Frampton to work at a faster pace than he wants. Frampton tries to slow it down with holding and rough tactics, and the referee is already paying attention. Frampton does land a heavy hook to the body that gets a reaction, but Fenech answers like a fighter with momentum and bad intentions. Knockdown number 1 happens in round 1 when Frampton walks into a fast, sharp combination. He gets up on shaky legs, and Fenech does not let him recover. Knockdown number 2 happens in round 1 when Frampton runs into a clean cross and drops again. 2 knockdowns in the opening round, and the fight's tone is set. Frampton wants space, Fenech wants collision. Round 2. Frampton comes out trying to erase the damage with movement and quick counters. He has moments where he touches and slides away clean, but Fenech controls where the fight is happening. Even when Fenech misses, he is still winning position, forcing Frampton backward, making him turn, making him reset. This is where the statistics start to feel real. Fenech's jab is constantly touching the body and head, and the pressure behind it sets up crosses and hooks. Frampton survives the round, but he looks like he is boxing to escape, not boxing to solve. Round 3. This is Frampton's best early round. He lands a clean lead cross and strings together a sharp combination that makes Fenech pause and regroup. Frampton's hand speed shows, and for a stretch he finally gets to choose the rhythm. But late in the round, Fenech reminds him that volume and power travel together tonight. Fenech lands a strong uppercut that stops Frampton cold and makes him stagger. Even when Frampton wins a minute, Fenech wins the moment that people remember. Round 4. The fight turns into a grind. Frampton tries to build momentum with hooks to the ribs and short inside work. Fenech answers with compact, correct punches, short crosses through the guard, quick hooks in tight. There is no knockdown here, but the story is still tilting. Frampton is working hard for small returns, while Fenech is doing steady damage and keeping control. Round 5. This is the first truly fight round. Fenech snaps Frampton with an uppercut early. Frampton answers with uppercut and hook variations of his own. The exchanges are heated, and the crowd reacts to the pace. The pattern is clear. Frampton has moments, but Fenech has sequences. Fenech's pressure creates longer stretches of offense, and he keeps returning to the body late in the round. Frampton is game, but he is taking the harder road. Round 6. Frampton has his best bodywork round. He digs with the cross and hook, and then starts stacking hooks and uppercuts under the ribs. Fenech shows signs of discomfort and tries to clinch and reset. This is the clearest version of Frampton's plan. If he cannot match the output, he has to make the punches he lands hurt. It is a strong round for Frampton, but it takes a lot out of him to do it. Round 7. The pace slows. There is more holding, more clinching, more stalling. Frampton's legs look uncertain again, and he uses tying up to buy time. Fenech stays calm, sneaks in a body hook, and keeps the fight from swinging away from him. This is a tension round. Frampton is trying to breathe. Fenech is waiting to reopen the pressure. Round 8. Fenech restarts the engine. He lands a cross and then a hard hook that snaps Frampton back into defense. Frampton does land a nasty hook of his own that briefly has Fenech uncomfortable, but Fenech steadies himself, ties up, and returns to disciplined scoring. This is where the fight begins to feel inevitable again. Frampton can win moments. Fenech keeps winning minutes, with more punches landed and better accuracy. Round 9. Fenech turns the round into a clinic. He uses jabs to the body to set the table, then lands crosses upstairs with real authority. One heavy cross clearly rocks Frampton and forces him into survival mode. Frampton's corner wants urgency, but Frampton's body language is increasingly reactive: cover up, brace, clinch, steal seconds. Fenech's pace and precision keep stacking points and damage. Round 10. This is a survival round for Frampton. The holding is frequent, and the referee has to keep stepping in to separate them. Fenech stays smart. He scores with a hook to the body, then a cross, then resets. No desperation, no reckless chase. At this stage, Fenech is fighting like a man who knows the numbers are on his side and the damage is adding up. Round 11. The finish starts hovering over the ring. Frampton lands an early uppercut, trying to spark one last swing, but Fenech answers with the punch that changes the fight again. Knockdown number 3 happens in round 11 when Fenech lands a short, clean cross flush and Frampton drops hard. Frampton gets up, but he is hurt and unsteady. Fenech pours it on with jab and cross sequences, hooks over the guard, and a sharp combination that rocks Frampton backward. Fenech even digs a hard shot to the body that makes Frampton visibly uncomfortable. Frampton's frustration shows in rough tactics, and the referee issues a warning. By the end of the round, Frampton is running on stubborn heart, and Fenech is controlling the fight completely. Round 12. The last round begins with Frampton clearly marked by swelling and fatigue. Fenech stays measured, jab, hook behind it, steady pressure, no panic. Frampton tries to clinch, trying to shorten the round and steal safety. Fenech breaks the rhythm and pins him again. Knockdown number 4 happens in round 12 when Fenech lands a cross that causes a delayed reaction. Frampton's arms come up, then his legs give and he pitches forward to the canvas. Frampton beats the count and begs to continue, and the referee lets him go. But Frampton's posture says he is negotiating time now, not winning exchanges. Fenech traps him again, lands hooks and jabs, and walks him down. Late in the round, Fenech lands a hard uppercut that buckles Frampton and leaves him helpless. With only seconds remaining, the referee steps in and stops it. Frampton was close to the final bell, but after 4 knockdowns and being badly outworked, with Fenech landing more than twice as many